Sorry about that, everybody. Does it all look nice? Is everything back to normal now? I had an issue with our last live stream. I had a glitch where everybody said it was flashing. All right, good deal. Yeah, what happened was I accidentally clicked a notification. It popped up and I clicked a notification on my phone and then tried to go back to the live stream. And then I guess that's what messed it up. But like some of you guys file back in and I'll start telling you my story here. So somebody asked in the last live stream, how hard is it to take glass out without breaking it? And I wish I had some of it. I did. It's the stuff, it's literally called piano wire, and you can get it at usually any part store. And what it is meant to actually saw in between the channel. So you saw, there's a video, in the video, Dad and I, where also let's just take a note on how clean these Windows channels are. That's all I'm going to say. Anyway, so what we did was we poked a hole in between the glass and the frame, and then we took that piano wire and worked it back and forth along the edge. And the problem that I did was I didn't cut like in this corner right here in this section, and when I went to push it out with my shoulder, I broke it. And it wasn't a big deal because the windshield, I was going to replace it anyway. It was all fogged up, but it is doable. And then you see it when I do the back glass, we took our time and actually cut. It was easier to cut. We cut all the way around it, and all I did was just pop it out. It came right out. I did it by myself. It wasn't hard. So yes, you can do it, and you can save the glass. I was able to save the back glass, but yeah. It's a $600 Cordoba for sale. It is not. It is going to keep the Doba 2.0 running. If you follow me on Instagram, I just posted about it here a few minutes ago. Rear end I want to swap is in a 83 Dodge D150 slant 6.4 speed. Are you the one that said about the 8 1/4? I mean, if you pull one out of a truck, then you should be okay. If you pull any rear end out of a truck, I mean, if you get like a 74 in back or 75 in back, 8 3/4, then you're good. Or later on, they use like the corporate 9 1/4 axles. Those are pretty good. I prefer the 8 3/4 just because it's the dropout center section. When are you going to work on the engine? Once the interior's done, that's the plan right now. I want to get, I mentioned in the last live stream about the heater core situation, whether or not Vintage Air will supply anything. I'm still, in talks with them, or what I'll end up doing, just figuring out stuff. Would like to do something with that, and if that doesn't work, may just put a heater core in it and leave it at that. But I'd really like to run air on this car. Once that is in, the dash will go in, the windshield will go in, then we'll save the door panels for when the carpet goes in, but everything else can go in, and the interior will be about 90% done, and that's the plan. Then once all that's good, we'll move to the engine. So there you go. There's the chain of events that we have to go through. Now, something, if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, I'll show you a little bit of a teaser of what's to come. Yeah, I will be spoiled, Mike, with that air conditioning. It'll be great. I'll show you what we've got working. I mentioned Doba 2.0, and this right here is it. Oop, this is the Doba 2.0. This is a 78 Chrysler Cordoba. It's identical to the black Cordoba I have, minus the fact that it's nice and it hasn't been washed since I bought it, but it's got a lot of really cool stuff. We can fire it up, start it up for a minute. You'll notice that it's obviously a race car because of this, right? It has an on-off switch. My lights do work on the other side. There you go. Check this out. All this fancy, pretty brown interior. Look at that. Yeah, the little shifter's there for a reason. Beautiful brown interior. So let's start it up. Uh-oh. Don't fail me now. It did this to me earlier. There we go. Look at all the oil pressures. We've got a 400 big block stock bottom end, 440 source aluminum heads. Open the hood for you guys. I'll show you something you got to do with a Cordoba, no matter how nice they are. You always got to smack the hood. It's a guarantee. Hold on. Oh, there it went. Usually you pull the hood latch, smack the hood, and it'll pop open. So under the hood, let me get this for you. Like I was saying, 400 comp cam, 440 source aluminum heads, Edelbrock intake. I don't know what brand the headers those are. I think they're Hooker headers. Yeah, that's what it says. Aluminum radiator. Flowmasters out the back. Power steering, power brakes. Was an AC car, but no more. Blows oil out the valve covers because they're not sealing properly. Every time you wind it up, it leaks oil, but I'm going to change those valve covers. I don't like these. They're just some eBays. I'm going to change them out. Power Master alternator. Really, really solid and quick car. 2800 stall, 373 limited slip. Really just roasts the tire like it's nothing. Beautiful car inside and out. Ultimate sleeper. This is identical to what I was going to do with the $600 Cordoba, except nice. So, yeah. It's got Hooker headers and Flowmaster mufflers. I don't know what kind of mufflers they are. I really bought this car like it is. I didn't have to do anything. It's really rare of me. I bought a car done. It's kind of weird. The only thing I've done to it is I fixed a couple of like wires hanging loose, and I cut the exhaust tips off because they had like 4-inch tips coming out right here past the bumper, and it looked goofy. So I cut those off. Looks way better. Way better. Everything works on it though. Radio, heat will run you out of the car, honestly. Seats aren't ripped up. Here's you a good shot of the interior. Check that out. Guys, go ahead and drop your Corinthian leather jokes real quick if you want. Beautiful car. Love it. Absolutely love it. Yeah, so what happened there was it's got the neutral safety switch. Well, that wouldn't make sense, would it? Because that's in the transmission. I don't know why. I think something, not the neutral safety switch, I'm sorry. There's something in the column that's weird that every now and then you have to like just, I don't know. I don't know, but every now and then it won't. You have to like just kind of mess with it, and it'll start. I hadn't figured out what's wrong with it. Hopefully nothing, but I think they might have goofed something up when they pulled the lever out. So she's got a little temperature in her. We'll give it a little rev. All right, before the neighbors kill me, we'll shut it down. Yes, it was a column shift. You can see right there. My Cordoba was a bucket seat, or is a bucket seat console car. And so that's a pretty interesting little option it's got going for it. Let me cut these lights off. But they both have the rear window defroster. This nice little key light so you can know where your key is. That's pretty cool. Anyway, plans. Roast the tires off of it. Blow it up. Fix it. Blow it up. Might take it 8th mile racing. This car is awesome. I mean, it's not like a 10-second race car or anything crazy like that. It's just a solid torque monster, big block, just everything you'd want. So, did a couple things. I did add the transmission. The torque converter was missing the like the rock shield, you know, like the inspection cover. That was gone, but I put one of those on it. It's that. Sorry, it was dark. There you go. Beautiful, brand new tires too, white lines, with my favorite black wheels and and hubcaps. Anyway, somebody said gears 373s. All right, guys, I think I'm gonna call it quits tonight before the neighbors come out here and evict me. So I appreciate you guys coming in and watching. Thank you so much for subscribing, liking the videos, enjoying and commenting, and doing all sorts of cool stuff. You guys are awesome. But I'm going to go ahead and head inside. But if you like the video, leave a like, comment. You can have a question for me. Join the Facebook group. It's Dylan McCool Viewer Rides and Discussion. Have a lot of cool builds, a lot of really cool, interesting people coming in and talking, and really, really cool, neat little fan base, neat little community that we've built. I really appreciate everybody that's coming out there and really supporting the channel. So thanks again, guys. We'll head in. Have a great one.